You can't be selfish because I seen you at the All-Star game before and you wanted to score and not pass the ball.
This guy said, did she really say you can't be selfish when she takes 30 shots and misses 27 of them instead of passing to her team?
Angel Reese delivered a classic gotcha moment during the Super Bowl, and honestly, it was pretty entertaining. She took a jab at another player for hogging the ball, yes, Angel Reese herself, known for bricked layups and forcing tough shots. The irony? It's almost as bold as her decision-making on the court.
NFL put this out last night. LSU legends Angel Reese, Jaden Daniels. Do not clump in Jaden with that bum. Angel only a legend in her own mind. A lot of people roasted the legend part. Legend and Angel Reese should never be in the same sentence. Reese wishes she was a legend like Caitlin Clark. Laugh out loud.
It's a familiar scene by now missed layups, padding stats with rebounds from her own misses, and acting like double-doubles are some grand achievement, even when most of the points come from cleaning up her own mistakes. Meanwhile, her squad suddenly looks sharper the moment she hits the bench, yet she keeps chasing fame like it's a paycheck, rather than focusing on leveling up her actual skills.
Angel showed up with her business out. You can see the business is just everywhere. Chesticles bouncing all over the place. She's not any good at basketball, so she has to show some skin to stay relevant.
As her teammates put in work at the gym, Angel Reese was busy grabbing attention at the Super Bowl, acting more like a reality show contestant than a serious athlete. But here's where it flipped. The move totally blew up in her face. Even her usual supporters had enough, calling her out for chasing fame instead of staying locked in on her game.
Unrivaled had games yesterday. This is their season. They got games tomorrow. Angel Reese, of course, as you can expect, would be in the basketball court, deep in the lab, really putting in work. Except she wasn't.
While Angel Reese was busy striking poses at the Super Bowl like a fashion influencer, Caitlin Clark was sticking to what she knows best: grinding. Clark doesn't rely on loud outfits or viral stunts to stay in the spotlight. Her performance speaks volumes. As Reese grabbed headlines for the wrong reasons, Clark kept it low-key, leading by example, motivating the next wave of talent, and showing exactly why she plays in a different league. In fact, she even skipped the Super Bowl entirely so she could focus on training and greet her new Indiana teammate, DeWanna Bonner.
We know Caitlin Clark is down in New Orleans as well, taking care of business, bruh. She's doing her Gatorade thing. She got a Nike commercial about to drop. She's doing drills. She's not on the red carpet half naked. I'm telling you, bruh, Caitlin Clark definitely looked like she's taking care of everything she needed to get done to go back to Indiana and finish getting ready for the 2025 season.
Now let's talk real impact, the kind you can't fake. While Reese was parading around the Super Bowl like the headliner, Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement alone brought in 1.1 million viewers, and she didn't even step on the court. That's right, Clark didn't need to play a single minute to draw more eyes than Reese's actual games, which struggle to crack 100,000 viewers even on their best days. The numbers speak for themselves.
Clark being in the building, 1.1 million average viewers.
Angel Reese failed to break 100,000 viewers. Now tell me again how everybody's tuning in for...
It couldn't be more obvious Caitlin Clark is chasing greatness, while Angel Reese seems more focused on grabbing attention. Her Super Bowl antics perfectly captured why she'll always be a tier below Clark. The irony of her calling out another player for selfish play, when she's widely seen as one of the biggest ball hogs in the women's game, is almost laughable. It's like LeBron James complaining about someone else flopping. It just doesn't add up.
I see you miss layups just like they do and everything, but forget them. I mean, I miss layups too. So, I mean,
everybody miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound, box me out.
Yeah.
You're like 6'4". Is there a reason you cannot hit a damn layup?
Don't be mad because your fave didn't box her out. That's what I said.
Reese has built her game around forcing tough looks, overlooking open teammates, and treating missed layups like a routine drill, yet somehow she still feels bold enough to take shots at others. The level of delusion? Honestly, it deserves its own medal. Now let's get into what's really going down in the unrivaled league, the same league where Reese was expected to prove she could pull in viewers too. Spoiler alert, it's not exactly going as planned.
Yes, it is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest, we can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, or if you're not the NCAA tournament playing women's basketball, you got nothing. Zero zip, nothing. Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss layups? Not I.
Angel Reese is crashing and burning in spectacular fashion. Her games have become unwatchable, like a never-ending blooper reel, missed layups, forced shots, and inflated stats. She'll take 5 attempts to make one, and yet her fans act like she's out there putting up triple-doubles. But let's keep it real. She's just cleaning up her own mess. The sad truth is, many tune in just to see what kind of mistakes she'll make next.
There anybody else in the WNBA or NBA that does this more than Reese? From tonight's game, third quarter, in 16 seconds, Reese took 4 shots, missed the first 3 shots, got an offensive rebound off her own 3 misses, and then finally made the 4th. But, quote, double-double, this looks just like Chicago Sky shit from last year.
Here's the harsh reality: her team performs better without her. And it's not just a personal take, it's a proven fact. As soon as she's benched, the offense starts clicking, the defense becomes more solid, and suddenly, it feels like actual basketball. If she were truly the star she believes herself to be, her absence would be a setback for the team, not a boost.
Angel Reese fans are celebrating another double-double. And I do understand a double-double from her and a win, missing your shot.
Now let's switch gears to Caitlin Clark. She doesn't need to force shots or inflate. Her stats, she just dominates, plain and simple. Here's the crazy part. Clark didn't even need to step on the court to outshine Reese. While Reese was busy making headlines with her Super Bowl antics, Clark didn't even show up. And yet her Nike commercial racked up millions of views. She's breaking records without even breaking a sweat, while Reese is struggling to get any real attention for her games. Clark's mere presence is enough to shatter viewership records, while Reese is left relying on controversy just to get noticed.
Crazy. Just by her going to the game, it's the second most watched NCAA game. Like, that's crazy. That just shows how popular she is right now.
The one thing I would say about Caitlin Clark fans, they'll go anywhere she goes.
Let's not overlook the glaring difference. One player is all about basketball, and the other is chasing fame. Caitlin Clark is grinding away in the gym, fully committed to improving her game, while Angel Reese is out here chasing photo ops, complaining about WNBA salaries, and playing the victim card whenever things don't go her way. It's clear who's focused on making an impact on the court and who's more concerned with staying in the spotlight.
Whatever she thinks she is or she's moving the needle, no. People are reaching for their remote when her games come on and clicking to something else. They're tuning out.
Reese's Super Bowl stunt highlighted everything off about her approach. She talks a big game, but when it's time to deliver, it's just missed layups and excuses. While she was busy trying to steal the spotlight, Clark was doing what she does best, perfecting her craft, inspiring millions, and showing exactly why she's the true face of women's basketball.
What's crazy about this, the numbers were much better than NBA legend Kobe Bryant's jersey retirement ceremony on December 18, 2017. On Iowa versus USC, February 3rd is also the second most watched game in NCAA history, just by her going to...
If Angel Reese truly cared about improving, she'd be in the gym refining her finishing instead of attending every big event like she's some kind of A.R. Kardashian. But that's the issue. She's not focused on greatness. She's focused on fame.
This is why Angel Reese's game is never going to get better, y'all. Her mom telling her this and her fans are the same exact way. Zero accountability, bro. Imagine this, y'all. You playing basketball in front of the whole world. People have been constantly criticizing your game and you messing up on the court. There's all this film and everything about what you need to do better and what you're messing up on. And your mom is just sitting here telling you, well, forget them. Just forget them, bro. Like, that's terrible advice.
While the unrivaled league is battling for relevance, what does Reese do? Skip practice, start a podcast, complain about her paycheck, and chase every celebrity event she can find. Her priorities are painfully clear, and none of them seem to involve improving as a basketball player.
Like, we see why Angel Reese is the way that she is. Man, look at how her mom is just talking to her, telling her just forget them, bro. But then y'all are so mad that the world doesn't like her and talk so much shit about her, bro.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, everybody misses layups. I'm so tired of this everybody misses layups thing. Yes, a whole bunch of basketball players miss layups, but people are not missing layups like Angel Reese.
On the other hand, Caitlin Clark embodies what it means to be fully focused. She's not skipping practice or chasing fame. Even at the Super Bowl, she was putting in work, staying connected to her craft, and representing the game with dignity. That's the real contrast. One is focused on building a lasting legacy, while the other is just constructing a highlight reel for social media.
Statistically the worst finisher in the league. So that means you're last and at the bottom. So that means you're the worst and nobody is missing like you are. God, this is not rocket science. Angel Reese GPA holders, bro. This is not rocket science, man. This is amazing. Y'all just cannot keep it real with this girl, bro. That's why she looks like an unrivaled.
Here's the twist. Even Reese's own fans are starting to see through it. They're realizing the truth. She's all talk. She complains about being underpaid, but isn't putting in the effort to prove she deserves more. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is leading by example, showing young athletes the importance of focusing on growth and truly working on her game.
If Steph Curry showed up somewhere, there would be more posts about Caitlin Clark showing up there. There are levels to fame, and the level of fame Caitlin Clark is at might be up there with the highest levels.
Reese wants fame more than greatness. She claims people over-sexualize her, yet shows up at the Super Bowl in an outfit that even her most devoted fans couldn't defend. This isn't just about basketball, it's about her mindset. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, is focused on building a legacy, breaking records, elevating the game, and inspiring the next generation. Angel Reese? She's just trying to stay relevant. And if you need more proof of the widening gap, look no further than the latest ESPN rankings. Caitlin Clark is comfortably near the top, solidifying her place as one of basketball's most dominant figures. She's breaking records, not just on the court, but in viewership and media influence, with her name now synonymous with success.
We've got ESPN's ranks of WNBA players right now, and Caitlin Clark is really high. One could argue she's not high enough, but I think it's pretty surprising for a lot of these folks. I will tell you this straight up. Angel Reese ain't nowhere to be found in the top 10. She's not involved. You're not here. Sorry, but not sorry. You're not to be seen.
Meanwhile, Angel Reese barely made it into the top 15. For someone who talks so big, her ranking highlights just how overhyped she really is. The position she holds exposes everything that's been said. Hype can only take you so far. You need real results to back it up. Reese's spot on that list is no accident. It's the natural consequence of someone more invested in TikTok fame than working on their jump shot. In fact, many would argue it's actually too high.
So, let's all get a laugh together here, because this is the list. And you see the list, right? Well, I don't see, correct me if I'm wrong, do you see Angel Reese on this list?
The response to these rankings? Pure comedy. Reese's fans are rushing to defend her, claiming the rankings don't mean a thing. But let's be real, if she were in the top 5, they'd be the first to flaunt it. The double standard is undeniable. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark doesn't even need to address the rankings. Her game speaks louder than any list ever could.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
Now, let's talk about Reese's WNBA team, the Chicago Sky. And trust me, it's not a pretty picture. Not a single marquee free agent is looking to join the Sky. Not one, zero, zilch, nada. Someone should check on Reese, because she's clearly caught up in her own delusion, claiming people want to play alongside her. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever are loading up on talent, like they're assembling the Avengers. Natasha Howard, a champion, defensive powerhouse, and certified scorer, had this to say when she joined the team.
It's going to be Caitlin Clark flash show. So it's going to be phenomenal playing with a point guard, like you said, that have a good vision on the court, because that's like as soon as she get the ball in her hand, she's throwing it up because she already see the person down the court before she even get the ball in her hand. So that's one thing I love about her vision on the court. I really can't wait to catch all those passes and give her all the assists that she needs.
DeWanna Bonner, standing at 6'4" and a walking mismatch, is an elite scorer and a staple of the WNBA's top tier. And guess what? She just took to Twitter to go head-to-head with all the Fever critics.
Gone online for 2 times. One is to call out the crazy people attacking her right now because she joined the Fever.
Sophie Cunningham? She's bringing the fire, the swagger, and enough trash talk to rattle an entire arena. And guess who she wants to play with? None other than Caitlin Clark, the one whose game speaks for itself.
Why does everybody hate Caitlin Clark? And do you hate Caitlin Clark? Come on, talk to me.
Absolutely not. I think that she's a gem. I didn't know her, but All-Star Weekend, we kind of bantered back and forth a little bit. And she's lovely. She has a lot of pressure on her shoulders. And I think a lot of people always have a lot to say with people they don't even know or shoes they've never been in. And for me, I think she's handling the pressure very well. She's doing a lot of great things for women's basketball. And I'm a fan. Like, I would love to play with her one day, for real.
And Sydney Coulson, even if she's not putting up huge minutes, is about to transform the locker room into the most fun, high-energy vibe the Fever have ever seen. The chemistry on this team is about to go through the roof.
To Sydney Coulson today about her signing with Indiana. She said that Kelsey Mitchell was actually the first person she hit up because they built a bond here, playing AU for the last 3 years. She said she heard some good things about Caitlin Clark from her Aces teammate Kate Martin as well, so that made the decision easy.
Notice the trend? Every single one of them decided to join Indiana. They all made the choice to play alongside the Fab Four Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull. Meanwhile, while Reese is caught up in chasing attention, the Indiana Fever are focused on constructing a dynasty. They're not just showing up, they're taking control and dominating the game.
That I'm very excited, and I really agree with a lot of the moves the Indiana Fever have made. There's not been one trade or pickup that the Indiana Fever have made that I have not been on board with. I'm on board with every single one. And I just want to say the fact that the Indiana Fever have gone out and got these great players like a Natasha Howard, like a DeWanna Bonner, like a Sophie Cunningham, the fact that they've gone out and got these great players shows that they believe Caitlin Clark is great right now. They are on board with the Caitlin Clark vision, and it just makes me happy because they're not treating Caitlin Clark like a rookie who is gonna be good in 10 years. No, they're treating her like a superstar who is good right.
The Super Bowl marked the end of the line. While Reese was focused on gaining Twitter attention, Caitlin Clark was reaffirming her status as the biggest name in sports. The truth is, the divide between them isn't shrinking, it's growing. Caitlin Clark is leading the headlines for all the right reasons, while Angel Reese is busy seeking the spotlight, making excuses, and slipping into obscurity. The Super Bowl didn't reveal flaws in Caitlin Clark. It highlighted the shortcomings of Angel Reese.
I cannot believe this is actually a clip that somebody put out to try to make her look good. This makes her look terrible. I'm shocked. That was pathetic. And then finally, she makes the layup. We're celebrating that? Really?
With Caitlin leading the charge, the Fever are ready to shake up the league. Teams thought they had time, but they were wrong. The season hasn't even started, and already Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are coming, and they're not here to play nice. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.